The Stillwater Planning Commission meeting is 16 September 2025. Thank you for technical assistance. Is now called to order. The chair will briefly explain the format of the evening's meeting. It will be the process this evening to call for items on the agenda. The commission will hear briefly from staff first, then applicant or representative, then open up the public hearing and hear for those in favor and or in opposition for the request. When you come to the podium, please clearly state your name and address for the record. Before closing the public hearing, both staff, applicant, and or representative will be provided an opportunity to respond, to provide additional information, and answer questions. After all interested parties have spoken, the public hearing will be closed. We will hear closing remarks and alternatives from staff. The agenda item under general orders, no action will be taken at today's meeting. It will be discussed potentially again at the October 7th meeting. The first item under public hearing will be to receive public comment for specific use permit SUP 25-05 to allow church and other religious institutions in the small lot single-family residential RSS district at property addressed as 418 East McElroy Road. Staff?
Yes, sir. Mr. Chair and Commissioners. Tonight, as you said, we're doing a specific use permit. We're looking at a specific use permit for 418 East McElroy Road to allow churches and religious institutions in the RSS or small lot single family residential zoning district. Here's the aerial of the property. You can see outlined in pink. This property is north of McElroy Road, about a quarter mile west of Perkins. This property has access onto both Star on the east and McElroy from the south. Here's the street view of the property. This is from McElroy looking north. As you can see, the existing Hosanna Church property, that's the existing building there now. The property has proposed a second church being built right beside this, a second building to be used for the church right beside it. That brought into question whether you can expand the existing use without bringing it into compliance. To bring this property into compliance, you would have to do a specific use permit as required in small lot single family residential. So that's how the specific use permit came about, to bring the existing use into compliance and to allow the expansion. Here's the zoning map where you can see the property zoned RSS or small lot single family residential. To the south you have CS or commercial shopping, as well as CG or commercial general, and to the west you have RTM or two family and multifamily residential. So a good variety of zones in this category in this map. Here's the future land use map, which calls for commercial uses at this property. The specific use permit would bring this property into compliance with the commercial use. I'm open to answer any questions if you have any.
I don't see any questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, would the applicant or their representative like to discuss this request?
Hello, my name is Seth Mathis. I'm the senior pastor of the church. I live at 1925 West Forest Ridge, outside of town. We formerly owned the property across the street, which was an old gas station, and we used that for our children's ministries and fellowship hall. And our families, as we've started to grow, my wife and I have been there now 5 years. And as the church has started to grow, we have families that just weren't comfortable sending their kids across the street. With the world we live in today, it was enough traffic that they just weren't comfortable being that far from their kids in case something were to happen. So we sold the property a year and a half ago, and we're taking that money and putting it into the new structure. And we would just like to be able to build right there next to on the property that we already own and have owned for 20 plus years. So with your approval, we would love to begin construction as soon as possible, as long as everybody sees fit to approve. So feel free to ask any questions, and thank you for your time.
Any questions for the applicant? Seeing none, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we'll open the public hearing. Anyone who would like to speak in favor of this request. You would please approach the podium and state your name and address.
My name is Zach Hale. I live at 3602 North, Washington Street in Stillwater. It's North Country Commons apartment at I-35, or I-75 is my apartment number. And I go to church at Hosanna, and I would love to see a bigger building, and we would like to have our church, our kids' church back. So.
Any comments, questions? Seen it? Okay, thank you. Anyone who would like to speak in opposition to this request? Okay, seeing none, we'll close the public hearing. And if staff would return to the podium and suggest the alternatives.
Yes, sir. So staff findings on this one, the Land Development Code does allow for churches and religious institutions in the RSS district with a specific use permit. The specific use permit would bring the current use into compliance, and the church aligns with the comprehensive plan, which calls for commercial uses for the subject property. The alternatives are to accept, table, or deny the application. Staff recommends to alternative number 1, which is to accept findings and recommend the City Council approve the specific use permit as presented.
Okay, thank you, staff.
Thank you.
Okay, commissioners, do I hear a motion?
I'd make a motion to accept the findings and recommend that the city council approve the specific use permit as presented.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. We'll proceed to vote. And the vote is 3 in favor and none in opposition. Okay, seeing as we don't have any meeting minutes summary to review or approve, we'll go to, are there any miscellaneous items from staff? Okay, there are none. The next item on the agenda would be to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
What?
Next regular meeting is October 7th.
Our next meeting is October 7th. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. All right,
And now I move we adjourn.
Second.
we have a motion and a second. Okay, meeting's hereby adjourned. Thank you.